Welcome everyone. Having some issues here. I am going to um, play something else for you guys while we sort this out. All right, they're starting to process now. I mean, get done. Muted though. We're there.
Yay.
There you are. Welcome everyone to one of them days. It feels like Monday on a Friday. Still have issues with my key switch until I have a chance to put it in. It came late yesterday, so I didn't get it put in my box yet. So, anyway, welcome. Let's see who's here. Let me pause that. That doesn't work. In here, I have to go to camera mode. And having all kinds of issues here. Okay, so let me see who's here early and on time right after I do this other thing I wasn't able to do before. Okay, oops, that's still playing. I thought that was done playing. It is done playing. Why is that? Some days are just better than others, you know? Here we go. Well, Pugwash, I'm looking forward to that. But one thing I did not want to do, because I've learned through past experiences, don't tear apart or work on something relative to live streaming the night before you got a live stream. So, yes, Thor, you were here on time for once, but on time or late, just glad you're here. So let's see who all's here. Matt Wolter, Phantom 6767, Ken Beard, Fostech TV, Lobo 1G, Drive 1808. Taking a long drive. Looks like Coos Bay to Ida Bell, Oklahoma. That must be part of the challenge. Pugwash is here. He's got a new monitor. John Whitesall, or Trucker John, is here. Thomas Berger is here. Lowrider is here. Thor is here. Nightbot is here, so watch your P's and Q's. Turn off that caps lock key and don't spit out too many emojis or Nightbot will get you. Andre Benfer is here. Let's see. New monitor. Is it a bifocal monitor? Yeah, right. Joshua Haymaker is here. Going down the list. Wiz is here. Matthew Roth is here. Lost my place. Thanks, Thor. Yeah, I know you didn't have any sound because I didn't have any music to go with that, unfortunately. Andrew Black is here. Omega Trucking is here. Are you here or at work? Thomas Berger, 33 months as a reefer hauler. Good deal. Laser 389, welcome to the stream. Big Toe Magoo, I haven't seen you in a while. We're driving trucks today. I don't know what other than what you see on your screen. I don't know what we're pulling yet. Oh, I think we're taking potatoes. Well, Pugwash, I hope I don't have that problem, but we'll see. Harlan, 24 months as a flatbedder. Welcome. Let's see, playing hooky from work. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see, Thomas Berger, yeah, I did shout you out already. Edwin Cologne, welcome to the stream. Mikey Doucette is here. Okay, so I've got with me JC Drives here in this one-on-one convoy that he earned by a little complicated, but he was the third place driver for September, and the first and second place drivers both weren't eligible for a stream or a skin. In fact, they already have both in the works. So that would have been let's see, who was that? Shorty and Susan. So they've got both custom skins, and then we'll do a convoy once their skins are ready to go. So I went with third place, JC Drives. I don't remember who had third place in the other game, or if they responded. I don't recall. I'm too old. I don't remember stuff. Anyway, so we are in. Yeah, and I'm going to hold off on doing any shout outs unless I need to be able to fill some time. I guess I could have done that while I was trying to get into the server. Anyway, let's see where we are. We are in Springfield, Missouri. JC has booked a load. Let me get that load. I think we're going to Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
And it is potatoes. Well, I've got my own trailer, so let me change the status. We're going to Oklahoma City.
Oh, no. I think my track IR's just died again.
Oh no. The distance of... Why don't I see the distance? Oh, we still have to go pick up the load. Yes. And it is a cargo market load. Oh, we're going underground. I forgot. Aren't we? We have to check in up here. Isn't it a World of Trucks load?
Yeah, it is a World of Trucks load. Oh,
okay.
Where am I going?
So we can ignore this and just go straight to where we're picking this up at. Okay.
Hope I don't hit anything. Woo!
Hey, that's annoying. Let's get on top.
It's tight out there.
That's a weird view. Get inside. Well, once we get our load and come outside, I'll flash the time. So I am driving my Kenworth T680 because it is this week's truck of the week for the Trucky achievements. And JC is driving his W900.
Yes. I actually haven't driven this for a while. It's nice to be back.
Yeah, Pugwash. I had a very strong urge to duck. Yep, Thor. You do have a trailer skin in the works. Nicholas is behind. He had to take some time off, and then he had to take some time to recover from his surgery. Thank you, Mikey. Appreciate that. Alan, 6876. Welcome to the stream. See a few new faces or faces that I haven't seen in a while in the stream today or in the chat. There's another one, Francisco Sinatra. What's my server called? It's called My Server. Well, not really. That's not really the name. But it is a private server with specific mods. I think we can go straight in.
We do on this one, don't we?
Austin
Or do we have to go up here and
Zeeman.
get it?
No. That's why I was asking if it was a World of Trucks. You should have a flag inside.
Well, you carry on a minute. I'll do a quick spin.
Oh, hello. Jeez, that guy was not stopping at the stop line. How rude. Francesco, I'm sorry if I messed that up. If you're interested in convoying with us, the first step, well, not the first step, well, yeah, the first step to doing that is to join our Discord, our community Discord. And there is a link in the description below. Can I go this way? I'm not even sure. I think so. Let's go down this way. Join the Discord, and in fact, we've got a convoy tomorrow. No, Sunday. Although that's Euro Truck. So this should get me there. There is no parking in the red zone.
No, I'm going a different way.
Yeah, I think it's up here. Maybe around the corner. There it is. For me, anyway.
Yeah, I'm over in the green zone.
Oh. Omega Trucking is gifted 5 channel memberships. I'll have to look at that. See who their lucky recipients are after I get back into my spot. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm a little off. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, let's see. I'll never guess what you had for dinner tonight. Fried herring and vinegar with creamed potatoes. Okay. Sounds interesting. So, lucky recipients are Carlos DeJackal, Colin Percival, Jake 8524, Martin Lowe's, HFCJ Gamer. Congratulations to the lucky recipients and thank you, Casey. Let's see. John, I guess I understand. I don't, but okay. Priorities. Let's see. Those brakes sound horrible. Yeah, you know, they are squeaking an awful lot for a truck with less than 8,000 miles on it. Lowrider is here. Welcome to the stream. Since the Halloween event and going through the mine a few times, the underground warehouses did not scare me anymore. You know, the Halloween event is already almost done. We're at a fit after what? Yeah, out of 1.5 million loads. Already the community has hauled around 1.2 million. Let's see. How come I didn't hear the Halloween horn? Because I don't have it on this truck, because you can't add an extra horn on this truck. Which kind of sucks. All right, let's see where JC is. Oh, he's on his way out. Okay. On my way, JC.
No problem. I shall be waiting. As soon as I can spot the road, because it's dark.
I don't know that I like that horn. Yeah, we'll go with that. What do we have? Potatoes. 44,000 pounds of potatoes. In case anybody's wondering, I have in fact hauled potatoes a few times while trucking. Although normally I wouldn't haul them pick them up at a place like this. They would be loaded in bulk from a conveyor.
Yay.
All right, I'm going to pull up behind you and check the chat and the route.
Let's try it now that you're close.
There it is, Thor. Just for you. Let's see. I am way behind on the chat. Let's see. Mikey says, congratulations, JC.
Thank you.
Anybody know what the code is to change the time? Yes, but I can't do it here. Yes, Wiz, you do it in the console. I don't have the command handy. Let's see. What else was I gonna do? Okay, so we are. Oh yeah, I was gonna look the map. Population House Podcast. Welcome to the adventure. Oh, good point, Pilot. Yes, what Pilot said, Wiz. So, Thor, I'm wondering, when you say creamed, is that what we call mashed potatoes or whipped potatoes? I'm wondering. So here's our route. We're going to go out here and we're going to get on Interstate 44 and take that all the way to Oklahoma City. And looks like we're going to the General Mills place right down there by the Petro truck stop. Cool. All right. So I am ready to roll finally.
You do? Let's go.
Ah. Wow, I got some serious frame rate issues going on right now. Hope it's just this location. But when I first looked at my frame rate, it was 10. It's still in the mid-teens. I don't know what's up with that. I was having some serious issues earlier. Couldn't even launch the game. Oh, what do we got? Almost 20 now. Maybe it had something to do with being down there. I don't know. Oops. You guys shouldn't be able to hear it, but if you hear any banging and other odd noises, I've got construction going on next door. Well, this one. Stop at the next. Whoa! Yeah, Pugwash, I can't get that fixed soon enough. Francisco, I don't know what you're asking or trying to say. Well, my frame rate's good now out here. It's in the 50s.
Oh, good.
If I get in the
Probably not a
cab,
surprise. There's a lot of detail in
yeah.
there.
When I get back in the cab, it gets down to around 20. So that's weird.
Oh. Another light.
Yeah, I didn't think about lights going this way.
Yeah.
Thank you, pilot. Okay, Lowrider says he always says frame rate drops around the underground warehouses too. Okay, Thor. Thanks for clarifying that. Yeah, for us, we would boil the potatoes and then mash them, and then we might put in milk or yeah, milk for mashed potatoes, and then also butter and cheese is a good addition. In fact, that's starting to sound pretty good right now.
Talk about food, get hungry. What a surprise.
Yep. Go figure. And here we are, right next to a KFC. Casey, I can't endorse that. That's basically just dehydrated potato, rehydrated with boiled water.
Going into the left lane. And turning left.
So still 250 some miles to go. Not too terribly long. Oh, let me catch up on the chat. Taz is here. Welcome. A certain place of interest. I hope you'll expand on that later. Meanwhile, if you guys, for those of you who weren't here for another one-on-one convoy that I did with JC, last month I think it was.
It's about that, yeah.
Yeah. Having a little trouble catching you there.
Yeah, I'm slowing.
Kind of lost some power. Ooh, now I gotta pass this guy. Yeah, now I'm running up on you. It just was going up a hill apparently. So JC, for those of you who don't know, JC lives in the United Kingdom. I'll let him tell you where because I don't remember. It's all one big thing to me.
I live in the Midlands, Staffordshire, which is in Birmingham. Well, I live just near Birmingham. Yeah. So
And
we were talking a few weeks ago about JLR, Jaguar Land Rover, and their data breach. I work for Unipart Logistics, and we do warehousing and distribution for JLR's aftermarket division, all their spare parts going to garages. And our place was shut down as well as JLR for a few weeks. All the production stopped, everything. It was one of the biggest data hacks in the world, blah blah. I've been back at work properly for about 2 weeks or so now. Our warehouse is very much up and running, back to normal. JLR production has only been back up 2 places opened up about a week ago, Slovakia and Castle Bromwich, which is in Birmingham. Everything else is getting there. The thing not going to be completely back to normal till the new year. Production started, but it's nowhere near back to normal numbers. And the cost in the end to JLR is going to be something in the region of 1.9 billion. So
Wow.
the biggest, most costly data breaches ever. It was that bad.
Is that?
I think
that
a lot
cost
of it
is...
was.
Go ahead.
I think a lot of it was. I don't know what the actual breach was. Obviously, JLR will keep that to themselves. They very quickly shut absolutely everything down. It wasn't like shut this bit down because this bit has been breached. They shut everything, and the minute that happens, everyone's losing money. We've got the government looking to help the supplier companies that have had to lay people off, and it's added up very quickly. But they're getting back now, slowly.
Well, that's good that
So there you go.
they're coming back.
That's the update.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty. I'm wondering if they wound up paying the ransom.
I don't think there was any ransom involved. I think it was literally just someone just hacked in and they just shut it down straight away. The shutdown was basically probably just to find out how far someone got in and what access they got, and it was with a company to do forensics, and the minute that was clear, we were back up almost straight away. So I don't know what damage there was, whether there was any or whether it was literally just shut it down to be careful, which they had to do anyway.
Well, I hope the authorities find out who's responsible and hold them accountable.
So do I. I mean, it's not just JLR. All those supply companies have been really struggling and in trouble. There's an awful lot of them. They're very small companies doing very small bits for cars. Like JLR, they'll have hundreds and hundreds of different suppliers. And some of them will be big companies, some will be very small companies, and the small ones just can't survive with this.
Yeah, and all the companies have a lot of employees that are impacted.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah, companies have been letting people off, making them redundant, shutting down because they've got no work, not being able to pay the wages. JLR couldn't pay their suppliers' bills, they couldn't pay for the parts they supplied. They did get some of that up and running pretty quick. That was one of the first things that came back. I think JLR being able to pay the bills.
So why don't you talk a little bit about what you do at JLR?
Well, the aftermarket division for JLR was a lot of there's about 30 warehouses in total, spread around the world. Majority in this country, but they're all over the world. And they've consolidated everything into one new campus, is where I work. Just the one I work in is one of the biggest warehouses in our country. The campus itself is the biggest, I think it's the biggest distribution, it was going to be the single customer distribution campus in the UK. But it's not a single customer anymore because they suddenly decided, oh look, we don't need 6 warehouses, we only need 3 of them. So they rented them out. So anyway, so yeah, we hold every available aftermarket parts for JLR cars in the warehouses. Every single one. Even for stuff for Land Rovers that are 40 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. And
so you ship parts all over the world from there? We
do, yeah, all over the world.
Okay.
And I can tell you that the plan to do it for JLR is working. It's to do with cutting costs and more eco-friendly because it's all in one place, all that sort of thing. It's basically success. So that part's good. And the bit that I do, or the team I work with, we make space in the warehouse to be able to fit everything in because it's run quite to the limit. So we chop and change things and move things around, and that's what we do all the time. It's fun. It's not. It pays the bills.
Well, that's good. Casey, I would suggest that JC's accent is a lot more like Phantom's than Drive's. They're actually from similar areas, I believe. I think Phantom's from Nottingham.
Yeah, that's not far from me.
Okay. Oops. Oh, Thor says the only people in the UK that don't have an accent are from Wales. Oh.
What part of Wales has he been to?
Yeah.
Roadworks down to 55 and 45. Are they ever going to finish this?
You know, it would be nice if if SES updated this as being done or at least further along.
Yeah. That would be good, rather than like when they refresh the whole area. Well, we're doing this bit over here, but that junction there's been finished now. Let's just like do a quick thing on that. That would work. That would be nice.
Yeah, I think when we first came through here a year ago, I came through with Bedrock. I think he said, well, Bedrock and Wolf. I think they said it was done or almost done. That time. So that would be a nice touch if when they update, do other updates, if they could make at least incremental increases in what's completed, things like that.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just a bit too much to ask, but I think we're going to need to stop somewhere to get a coffee before we get to our destination.
Well,
I guess I gotta
make it, but
do too. I got a couple hours leeway. And we are just right down the street from a truck stop.
Yeah.
Well, Casey, that's another thing too. There are buildings under construction, a perpetual state of under construction in the game. It would be nice if those also are a little bit more complete each time they do an update to the game. And I don't know, maybe again, might be asking too much.
You want to pull in here for a break?
Sure.
Yeah, go on.
I'd rather show up with a fresh clock.
Yeah.
We're not rushed for time. Oh, it's on the left? Shoot.
Yeah.
Moved over on to the right.
So did I to start with. And then it just turned up on the GPS. Like, oh, let's just use it. You're gonna give me the. Oh, there it is.
Did I miss it? Ah. Must have rolled through it. Come on, turn off the engine. It's annoying. Yeah, drive. Exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, I was talking about in general, but that's an even better example. Jeez. Well, Mikey, there's a perfect example of what you're asking about. How to deal with four-wheelers in your blind spot? Get outside and look.
Alright.
But you gotta use your mirrors. Oh, all the way left?
Yeah.
That's why I have mirrors up on the hood. They are hard to see, but you can see with them if you adjust them correctly. Oops. But you can also get outside and use this other camera view.
Hit right to exit.
Jordy says, nice truck and trailer combo, JC.
Thank you. Trailer wise, that's just well done to Nicholas.
Yeah. But Mikey, the main thing is to pay attention to your mirrors. That's what they're there for. Make sure they're adjusted properly for how your seat is adjusted. And then use them liberally.
Oh, Boomer got all the reds. Of course.
Yeah. Oh, and I got a ticket for that one,
Oh no! Oh.
even though I was turning. Let's see. Zach, welcome to the stream, and you got snagged by Nightbot for posting too many emojis. Yeah, it looks like. Oh, Wiz says he's on the same road as us. I don't know if he means this road or the freeway we just were. Yeah, Casey brings up a good point. I have a the zoom feature key map to my mouse button so I can look and zoom so I can see better. Well, Mikey, that helps using the using these mirrors. That will help, but they only show your side panel mirrors. You need to use your convex mirrors. That one right there. You need to have that one set properly. Not the one outside, but the because I have electronic mirrors. That convex mirror and the one on the hood if you have it. That helps you see those people in your blind spots. Technically, if you have all those mirrors, you don't have a blind spot. I mean, you kind of still do. I'm going to pull forward past you, and then I'm going to back.
Okay.
In order to get turned around. You're welcome, Mikey. Oops, I did not do that very well. Try it again. Didn't mean to turn so sharply.
In my game, you've just backed straight inside a trailer.
You done?
I am.
Okay, because I'm going the same place you are. want to look for another load?
Yep.
We could go to Joplin, Kansas City, or back to Springfield, or St.
The other
Louis.
one's St. Louis, but that's a bit far, so we'll see.
How many miles?
We'll see what I can find.
The lowrider, the reason for that is that in the U.S., the Department of Transportation, the U.S. Department of Transportation, at the time these mirrors, electronic mirrors, were released, not fully bought into the idea of the electronic mirrors. So they're basically doing it in stages. Once there's a certain, welcome to the adventure, Outlaw 01. Once there's a certain level of confidence with them, then they will probably be allowed without a physical mirror, except as an option. See. Wiz has just made his drop off in Oklahoma City. Thor says about crashes, I have now twice been hit by a car that was merging onto the highway. I only got damage and no fines. Well, at least you didn't get the fines. Shouldn't have got either. But, you know, AI vehicles, just a nightmare times. So we're pretty good on clock time, and I've got plenty of fuel, so I don't need to go to the truck stop unless you do.
I don't. Got loads of fuel.
Okay. You got the load booked?
There is one going straight back to Subtropolis at Springfield.
Any going to any of the other places?
Nothing I can see.
Okay. I'll have a look. Let's see, that would be city. Oh, now with this trailer, probably.
Yeah, possibly. About freight.
Got one going to Joplin.
Yeah?
Yeah. To Subtropolis. Let me check St. Louis. I've got one in going to St. Louis as well. We got time for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Picking it. This is Cargo Market. Picking up at Siva. Fireworks. Let's see. Where is this? Well, I guess I'll just lead the way.
Siva.
Just south of here.
Yep. I've got a marker. And we're off again.
Well, I've fallen behind on chat again. Gamer Lady 65, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Mikey, it depends on how you do it, and I guess I did it wrong. You have to start turning fairly early, so it recognizes that you're actually turning and not just going straight. Rick Rashid is here. Should I say the Nope Meister? Nope. Yeah, Mikey, I do recommend mapping that zoom feature to something, not the zoom toggle. I mean, you can do that if you want, but it could be problematic. The light's going red.
Yeah, I got it.
Next one is red. Oh, just turned green.
Oh well. What goes round comes round.
Ooh. Huh. As I just read your message. That's interesting. He says he recently spoke with an over-the-road team couple that recently purchased a 2025, turning right here, Volvo. Finish reading that in a second. A 2025 Volvo, and they said their truck won't have physical mirrors outside the truck. So we're getting there then. Yeah, the U.S. is oftentimes slow to adopt things, even when they make sense. See, that was cargo market. Yep. We're going to Subtropolis in St. Louis. You know, it's interesting, Lowrider, that, for a country like the United States, it's always so innovative. They're frequently slow to adopt other proven things from other countries. But that has more to do, that's not about lack of innovation, that has to do with bureaucracy. Like a big ship. Oh, Casey just bought a coffee. Thank you, Casey. You know I like coffee. Speaking of which, I have a coffee. Yeah, we have a lot of bureaucracy and it takes a while sometimes to move the needle, as it were. Are you coming to the same spot, JC? Are you backing into the same place?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna move over to my left then, so hold off a second before you back up. I will move out of the way, off to the side. So whenever we have regulatory agencies involved in things like that, in this case it's the United States Department of Transportation or the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, I think, FMCSA, they tend to be slow to react. This is what it is. So I'm surprised they even allowed the electronic mirrors on U.S. trucks. Let's see. Let me get back in here. Adam Buser is back. I didn't know you left, Adam. But welcome back. Mikey, that is a good thing to do. Lower your fines. Fireworks and dynamite always pays good money. That's good to know. There's Roa here. Welcome. Thanks, gamer lady. Yeah, I got my tablet too. Tasma Fight says they are offering the plug-and-play camera for the back of the trailer, which they optioned in. That's nice. I always wished I had one of those. Mirror cameras can also be viewed on the main screen for a wider view down both sides of the truck. Things are getting better. That's good. I am ready when you are.
No, shall I lead off again? Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm going to take a quick look at the map. We're just going to get back on Interstate 44 and take that all the way to St. Louis, and then we're going to head south on 55 to Subtropolis. That's our route. And we're off. You know, another thing that I wish that we would adopt in the U.S., and I've been saying this for 40 years, and that is amber turn signals, like on the side, but on the backs, just like European vehicles do. I just, for the life of me, cannot understand why we have not done that yet. When I lived in Germany back in 1979 to 81, that's the first time I'd ever seen or remember seeing a vehicle with an amber turn signal. The brake lights are still red, but the turn signals were amber. Never seen that in the U.S. before. And we still don't have them in rolled out. A few vehicles have them, but most do not. See, like that vehicle. And of course, this truck. And completely separate, should have completely separate brake and turn signal lights. Just like Europe does. See, I turned a little bit early that time, and I didn't get a ticket. Now, one thing we have inherited from Europe, which I really don't like, is roundabouts. I first got introduced to those. I first got introduced to those when I was in Germany, and I was fine with it. But when I started driving truck in the US, I didn't like them. So Casey, let me ask you this. Your car, your Kia, the amber turn signal light, is it on the outside or is it on the inside of the group? That's another pet peeve of mine. On US vehicles that actually started having amber turn signals, they had them not on the outside edges, but in, which is insane to me. Like, that's where the brake light goes. Yeah, Taz, that's my point, which should be a requirement in the US. And it's insane that it's not. Because if you have your lights in the back of your vehicle and they're all red and one side goes out and you step on your brake, you can't tell if it's a brake or a turn signal, except that it's on steady. On the outside. Okay, good. Step in the right direction. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Casey, I've been there. I mean, they didn't have roundabouts in every intersection, but had a lot of them.
One lane.
Oh, Thor, I didn't even know that. I don't know when we go back. Roll our clocks back. I certainly didn't know that you guys were doing it already. Yeah, Lowrider, I was there in '79, and as far as I recall, all vehicles, at least modern vehicles, that I saw in Germany, all had amber turn signals. The only ones that didn't were U.S. vehicles over there. Oh, gotta watch my speed. I forgot, this is not World of Trucks. Yep, construction zone coming up.
Yep.
That's 45 or 55. Do we have a 45 coming up?
45 now.
Yeah, Loretta, that's where I first saw that. And it just makes perfect sense. Mike, I didn't know that they had those in Canada, but you know, it's it's a different laws in Canada, and I'm glad that they do. So, JC, anything else interesting in your life at the moment?
No, I'm really boring.
Are you?
But no, actually, there was something I was going to mention. You know, go back a good few weeks now. We were talking about the Sunday night convoys,
Yep.
and it was brought forward earlier. One of the things for me was I don't want it to be too late on a Sunday because of neighbours for Monday morning working, etc. Friday and Saturdays, I'm kind of not too bothered about it. Well, in a few weeks, my shifts are changing.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if this was going to be happening. I've had it kind of confirmed. It's most likely going to be from the 1st of December. Instead of 4 10-hour shifts, I'm going to be doing 5 8-hour shifts, and I'm going to be working on Sunday nights.
Oh,
Probably from 10 o'clock, but most likely I won't be able to do the convoys anyway.
bummer.
It is. I'm gutted. I don't mind the change in the hours. It's going to happen. I've been waiting for it, expecting it to happen for quite a while, to be honest, because we're the only team in the whole place that does 4 10-hour shifts. We've been doing it from the start because our manager organised it for us. We've kind of got used to it. We get a 3-day weekend, which is nice. It's quite nice. You do get used to that.
Yes. Yeah. One less day to commute.
But there's differences. For example, the time we start, half our team can't get any hold of any MHE, the forklifts, because they're all in use. Because the previous shift is still there. So we've had to work around that for quite a while, and we won't have to do that anymore. So, and I'll be at work less hours. I'll have more time during the week. It is what it is. It'll just be a bit of a shock to start with. So there's that. Not much else.
You know, I was thinking we should probably organize a convoy, Discord convoy for every other Saturday when I'm not streaming. Like tomorrow. I mean, not streaming. Only one stream tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I haven't organized anything.
How far back are you? Let's drop the speed down, let you catch up a bit. Well, the daft thing is with me, because of working nights and being a night owl, most of the time at 2 o'clock in the morning I'm up. But I don't want to be going on convoying and chatting because, like I said, neighbours.
Yeah. All right, I'm running up on your butt.
Yep.
Oh, fireworks. What's that placard say? Explosives.
I've got a bypass.
Me too. Got a green. Well, Mikey, I think that problem is not so much about people needing to learn to drive, which is probably a real thing, but needing to pay attention. Be aware of your surroundings. This is the other Iowa 80 truck stop. Here in Joplin. For those who don't know, there are 2 Iowa 80 truck stops. This is the second one. Casey, this Sunday we're doing Euro Truck, I believe. Which one is the largest one? I believe the one in Iowa. It is touted as the world's largest truck stop. It has, I know for a fact, it's got more parking than this one does. Yeah, we'll need to stop for coffee somewhere along the way. Got plenty of time now, but I just was noticing. Yeah, I was just noticing that it's getting a little dark-ish.
Yeah, it's getting up there.
I think it'll be with ProMods. I gotta check with Pugwash, but I think so. Always enjoyed this drive between Joplin and St. Louis. I don't know what it is about Missouri. The area that I remember just this side of St. Louis was there's a what do you call it? Six Flags amusement, huge amusement center with all the fancy rides. All right, I'm going to go ahead and flash the time in 3, 2, 1. That's not too bad. Oh, it's 60 here.
Yeah. Truck stop to the right. Do you want to use it?
No.
Okay.
Isn't that where we started today? There'll
Oh,
be,
yeah.
there's another set up ahead on the, let's see. Yeah, why don't we take
Well,
this next one? I don't have any of that discovered.
What do you know? Neither do I.
Cool. Well, treasure, I would say no, because it has more to do with the time of day that you have your thing set to, and I have mine set for 6 a.m. So it's really not that bright. And the other part of your question about the brighter nights, have that installed. That is one of the mods I'm running at the moment. And in fact, I like it. Running that in both games. Matt, yes, only one stream tomorrow.
Well, that was a rubbish piece of parking.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yep, I have days like that. Ah.
Right. All
Give me a
that backing
second.
up and straight in for 3 seconds.
Yeah, well, give me a second to catch up on
Yeah,
chat.
that's all right. I won't go far.
Wow, Thor, I would have liked to have visited that truck stop. He says that he remembers a truck stop between Hamburg and Bremen that was built U.S. style. They had all American stuff for your truck and stupid ads. They had all American stuff for your truck and a kitchen that served steaks and ribs 24/7. Best truck stop in Germany. Yeah, I can imagine. Let's see. Treasure says spent most of my afternoon searching for free Chrome Reefer trailer mods. Struck out miserably. Very disappointed. You talking about the whole reefer being chromed? Because you can get the front chromed in the base game trailer, I think. I got a red.
Okay.
Lowrider, that's not correct. It's the other way. I think. Wait. No, it's not the other way. All it does is it. So, World of Trucks works on real world time, and it's based on the time at the not this server, but the World of Trucks server. When you advance the time, either on your own or on a server, it does not affect your World of Trucks loads in any way. You will not be late. I mean, you could be late for other reasons, but not for that reason. But on a non-World of Trucks load, when you're in a solo game mode, then when you sleep for 10 hours, it affects your delivery time. So if you're in solo mode, you have 12 hours left to go, and you sleep. Now you've only got 2 hours left. But when you're in multiplayer mode, it doesn't affect your loads at all. So actually, in convoy mode, I don't worry about which kind of load I take normally, because when you sleep when you get coffee while in multiplayer mode, it's only seconds instead of 10 hours. I'm running up on you.
Yeah.
Should have checked to see how much time we had before, but it was like 26 hours or something, or last time I looked. Anyway, I got 21 hours left on this load.
Yeah, it's got loads.
Now, what will affect your clock on a cargo market or freight market load, not cargo market, yeah, those two, is if you don't guard your time. In other words, if you stop, because you need to take a break for reels, then you need to go into photo mode or go to the map or go to the garage screen, as I call it. That will stop your personal clock. It's like hitting pause. Oh, now I see what you said. You said, well, not on a World of Trucks job. Sorry. But the answer is the same. It doesn't affect it.
And to 60.
60 again. This must be the other place. Rolla. This, I think, is where the University of Missouri is. So this is a university town.
Didn't realise my cruise control had gone off. So, wait a minute, am I slowing down?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Diesel Simulations is here. Welcome to the stream. Yep. Yeah, Cecil, that's correct, but it won't work in multiplayer mode. Way station.
Green.
Green.
Yay.
Well, Casey, while you're working on your mods, make sure you don't have any extra mods installed. It'll give us green trucks or trains or anything else. Please. Well, Thor, we will get that soon. If not next month, then by December. Whoa, 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 what did I just hit? That was bizarre. That must have been the world's biggest pothole on the freeway. Man, there was nothing there. No cars, no potholes.
I didn't get anything. Down to 60.
Smoking hot. Yeah, that's what we should
Right.
do. Send the road crew out to inspect.
Exiting. Middle lane. Back up to 60.
I did get a little bit of damage from that. Wow. 'Cause I had no damage before we started this stream today.
Exiting right. And exiting right again.
Still looks like Wiz doesn't know the definition of a Swifty.
Not Boomer's fault if it's an in-game glitch.
That's right.
Not that one.
Yeah, Shorty. Feels like the front chassis hit the dip pretty hard. Casey's thinking it might have been your Roadrunner that I hit. Isn't that what we have on your other truck? Or is that someone else? Oh, I think that's RD04 Dave. Yeah. Well, anyway. Getting damage is not a Swifty. Causing damage is a Swifty.
Oh. All the way round.
Causing damage to others or yourself as a result of your own poor performance is a Swifty.
Poor performance is so harsh, though.
It is. Ooh. Are we going different places again?
I've got a blue zone.
Okay. Yeah. You already passed mine.
I like it when he does that.
Except I got a blind side back. I don't like that. Oh, nice, Casey. Be sure to post photos in the Discord of your new mug. Show everybody which one you got. Same thing when your hat gets there. There was a little bit of a glitch with the hat artwork. I had to straighten out. Yay, only one pull-up. Ah. Treasure, yeah, it is, unfortunately. It's not normal for most US vehicles to have that staticky noise backup sound. In fact, in real life, I've only heard it on one truck ever. But that's been a couple of years ago now. I think they're starting to roll it out more. I've heard from, well, and they can clarify it here, but some of our European friends here, I believe they hear that a lot. Instead of what I would consider a standard backup beeper noise. Yeah, Mikey, I hate that backup sound. Oh, jeez. You got 3 Swifties, Wiz? At the truck stop? That's where a lot of Swifties happen, by the way, is at truck stops. That's where I got Swiftied by a Swift driver at a truck stop. Hot steam train and idle, huh? I'll stick with the beeping. Yeah, I don't know why this particular truck has that sound. I first noticed it when I was driving this truck in the driving academy. It was so bad I just had to turn it off. Turn off the backup beeper. Yeah, I like backup beepers or backup alerts. I don't like this particular one, but I think they're good from a safety standpoint. You want to do our photo and here in the underground?
Can do. You want to do it
Okay.
just right here, or
Sure.
yeah? Look, what a weird one, but why not? It suits.
I'll pull up on your left.
Nice and straight. And there. There you go. Suits the caves.
Yes, it does. Let's try a different one. Don't like that one. Fix the one half dozen the other. If I pull the Zeemods interior effect, shall I get the beat back? Is that for the Kenworth? Because I don't get that on any other truck, Pilot. Oh, it's just for the new gen Kenworth. Okay, well that explains it. Well, I don't want to pull that out because I don't drive this truck that often. Okay. It's a little dark in here. I don't think I can do anything about the lighting.
No, it works.
Your horns, when I adjust the time of day, the horns show up or disappear. That's funny. This will look better.
Oh, yeah. They're brighter during the day than during the night.
I don't have that pack, Pilot. Also, I can't remember the last time I drove my Cascadia. Well, I guess I'll do it maybe the next time it's the truck of the week. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for us. I'm going to turn my truck off. Oh, actually, let's come out here. Wee, that's a long way out. Maybe I'll just stay on the camera mode. Back when I drive a forklift, I hate the backup beeping because it's nearly 95% of the time you're driving backwards with a. Yeah, I get it. But it's better to have that sound so that people that are walking around you or whatever will know that you're backing up. Casey says, give you some credit. You took the time to put all those lights on that truck. Yeah, Pilot used to do forklift driving too. I never had a problem with it. I mean, I did a little bit of forklift work, but I've also worked around and been on foot around forklifts, and I appreciate the fact that I could hear that backup beeper, and I would keep my head on a swivel. So, yeah, it's annoying to hear it all the time, but you know, safety first, right? All right. Well, look, JC, thanks for making it. We had this scheduled for a week or two ago. Couldn't make it. JC got called in for some extra hours.
Yeah, they tried again this weekend and thought, no.
And yeah, we'll keep up the driving, keep up the miles. We need them.
Always.
Oh, Pilot says also had to blow a horn every time you went through a door. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes.
So that's
or
kind of
go
one
around
of
a
them
corner,
safety.
or exit an aisle, or drive around a pallet.
Yep. Yeah,
please.
Yeah, if you're in a big warehouse, you're hearing a lot of that backup beeping and horn tooting. Yep. Thank you, Thomas. Well, again, that's going to do it for us today. Thank you for being here. I certainly appreciate it. And thank you again to JC and Casey.
thank
Thanks
you.
for the coffee. And we will do it again. Do you have any parting words or anything you'd like to share?
Just keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking.
As
Yeah.
Boomer says, bring on the miles.
Yeah, we need them miles. All right then. Until tomorrow. Tomorrow, actually, we're doing another convoy. Multiple drivers in a American Truck Simulator convoy tomorrow for the live stream. So be here for that. See you then.